Chris joins us right now with more. Chris, how's it looking out there?
Looking good. We're dry. We're at the abnormally dry range, so it's not like a super hazard, but better safe than sorry, especially when it's breezy out. Not really much of a breeze today. That means limited wind chill. Always like to see that. Beautiful Carolina blues. That's how you want to start off the day. Great examples just on the horizon as well over in Monroe. A little bit darker sky where they have those clouds are going to be a little bit more stubborn over Boone and up in the North Carolina mountains. A little bit cooler there as well, 37 degrees, but we expect that. 50s though across the greater Charlotte area, you'd have to 52 around Charlotte and Lancaster. Here's where we're going over the next 10 days. We're going to see a slight dip in the middle of the week, but then boom, right back to lower to the mid 50s before we have another epic cool down where highs are only going to be in the 30s. It's going to be a big highlighter 10 days from now. This evening, though, it's going to be clear. Winds should be fairly light, and then temperatures dropping down to about 35 degrees by 11 p.m. But letting you know, officially at 5:27, we have our first full moon of 2025. This is the full wolf moon, and it officially rises up at 5:16, so about 16 minutes before the sun rises up. But the reason why this is really cool this time is that we're going to have Mars covered up by the moon. So the moon is going to cover Mars for about an hour and 15 minutes. This is something that you don't always see, and the moon slowly sliding in front of Mars is actually called an occultation, and this means that simply it's just covering up some sort of celestial body. But Mars is super bright because that's in what's called opposition that allows both these to be super bright, happening around 9 o'clock. Something pretty cool. If you want to stay out there in the chilly weather, at least you know that it's there. Tonight's forecast down to 26 degrees, so another cold one. Should be averaging about 32 degrees, but we're nowhere near that for the time being. Eventually we will see those lows get back above that freezing mark on Saturday heading into Sunday, and then the teens are coming next Tuesday and Wednesday. Big time cool down, so just kind of keep that in the back of your mind, especially after this nice little warm up. The only rain chances that we have going forward, I think it's dry weather for the work week. Of course, it's the weekend, so Saturday, not quite a washout at this point, but it looks like more rain than dry hours currently, especially in the morning. And then we could have some lingering activity heading into your Sunday. So here's what it looks like. This is still 5-6 days out, so the data is kind of chunky here, not really showing a lot of details. But you see rain's first arriving during your Saturday morning. I think it's heaviest really about mid to late morning, and then we'll have some leftover showers heading into the afternoon. So looks like as of right now, the morning looks to be the wettest, but still on and off rain is possible through your Saturday afternoon and Saturday night. Rainfall, how much? Right now estimating anywhere from barely a trace to up to about 3/4 of an inch, so it just depends where you are. Guy Roofing 70 forecast, what's going on around town? I already showed you the extended versions of it. We actually have more 50s than 40s for what has seemed like weeks, so it's a nice little change. Also that sunshine, it's going to be a delightful week of January. At least we finally get back to the lower to the mid 50s. First time above average in more than 2 weeks for our highs around Charlotte.